firehouse in downtown, right near the World Trade Center before September 11th, 2001. And there's this little coffee shop, independent coffee shop nearby, this old brick building, and it has a plaque on it that says, Frederick Douglass took refuge here when he came to New York. And it's the building that housed the printing press of David Ruggles, born a free black man in Connecticut. You know, Frederick Douglass started the North Star newspaper. David Ruggles had this printing press. These men saw media as their form of liberation because information is power. So let's go back to St. Michael's, Maryland, this house that I was thinking about. You know, I remember when Bush was in office and reading about this story. Frederick Douglass was born on the eastern shore of Maryland, you know, the greatest abolitionist in the United States. He was enslaved as a youth and a teenager, and he was handed over to a man named Ed Covey. It might not surprise you to know that Frederick Douglass was a troublesome slave, and that's who Ed Covey dealt with. And his property was called Mount Misery. And Frederick Douglass was beaten there, was tortured there, but he fought back, and he broke away, and he headed north. He took refuge in that old brick building in downtown Manhattan, and then headed more to this area to live. That property, Mount Misery, was then bought in 2000, I think it was around 2003, by Donald Rumsfeld. He bought it to be his vacation home. He wanted to live near his close friend, Vice President Dick Cheney. This is when, you know, Donald Rumsfeld is Secretary of Defense. And I just found this so astounding. Donald Rumsfeld owns Mount Misery. It's his vacation home. So, you know, I'm a journalist, and I read about it, I researched it, but, you know, I had to see it with my own eyes, and especially for you students and professors. First of all, we have to protect the internet. It's so important, and the ruling that's about to come down from the FCC that is challenging that's challenging net neutrality is terrifying, because the corporations have been able to globalize for a long time. The internet has facilitated grassroots globalizing, and when they start privatizing the internet, the common ground, the public space that was built with all of our resources, and now that the corporations see how valuable it is to privatize it, it cannot happen, and it will